What happens when the man who brings joy to millions begins to face a silent battle behind the curtain? Could the world's most beloved violinist be quietly struggling while the music continues to play? And why has his son Pierre now decided to speak up? Today, we're diving into the deeply personal and emotionally raw story of André Rieu, a maestro whose health has become a growing concern and whose family is now stepping forward with revelations that fans deserve to hear. If you're a longtime follower of André, this one's going to hit close to home. Let's take a closer look. Known to many as the King of the Waltz, André Rieu has turned classical music into an arena-filling phenomenon. From the grandeur of Vienna to the warmth of his hometown Maastricht, he's brought elegance and emotion to every corner of the globe. His concerts aren't just performances, they're spectacles, vibrant gowns, joyful dances, emotional crescendos, and the unmistakable charm of the man at the center with his golden violin in hand. For years, André has done what very few classical musicians ever could. He's made classical music mainstream. He transformed Johann Strauss into a household name. But as his fame has grown, so too have the demands placed on him. Non-stop world tours, long-haul flights, and back-to-back performances, it's a grueling schedule for anyone, let alone someone now in his 70s. And recently, those pressures seem to be taking their toll. It wasn't a sudden event that set off alarm bells, it was a pattern. One by one, fans began to notice changes, performances rescheduled, tours abruptly cancelled, and most troubling of all, André himself looked more fatigued, more reserved. During a much-anticipated return tour in Mexico, André performed just 2 shows before he was forced to cancel the remainder of the concerts. The reason? A combination of factors that included high altitude, intense travel, exhaustion, and a flu that hit harder than expected. For fans, it was devastating. For André, it was a wake-up call. This wasn't the first time his health had come into question. Back in 2010, he was struck by a rare condition, vestibular neuritis, which affected his balance and coordination. For a violinist, that's not just a health issue, it's career-threatening. He was bedridden for weeks, and when he returned to the stage, it was clear that the experience had left a mark on him. But André, ever the showman, continued. He smiled, he played, and the audience applauded. Yet behind the music, a quieter story was unfolding. In an unexpected and deeply personal move, André's son Pierre Rieu recently opened up about his father's current condition. Pierre, who has long been involved behind the scenes in managing the orchestra and production, chose to speak not as a business partner but as a concerned son. He shared how deeply André's recent health issues had shaken their family. The Mexico tour incident wasn't just a logistical nightmare, it was an emotional blow. Pierre admitted that seeing his father pushed to such limits broke his heart. He had always admired André's resilience, but this time felt different. This time, the strain seemed heavier, more permanent. Pierre's candidness revealed what many fans had feared: André's age, combined with the physical demands of touring, was catching up to him. The maestro known for his endless energy was finally facing his limits. And for Pierre, that meant confronting tough questions. How much longer could this continue? That has shaken fans across the globe. André Rieu, often hailed as the King of the Waltz, has spent decades enchanting millions with his romantic melodies, dazzling stage productions, and boundless charisma. His ability to make classical music feel vibrant and accessible has earned him a dedicated global following. But behind the curtain of glittering performances and joyful waltzes, a tragic turn of events has cast a somber light over his extraordinary journey. Recent reports suggest that André Rieu has been diagnosed with a serious health condition, prompting an outpouring of love and support from fans and fellow musicians alike. Perhaps even more emotional was the reaction of his son, Pierre Rieu, who has worked closely with his father throughout the years, managing many of the logistics behind the scenes. According to sources, Pierre has said a heartfelt goodbye to his father, not necessarily a permanent farewell, but a deeply symbolic and emotional moment acknowledging the uncertainty of what lies ahead. This moment has struck a powerful chord with fans not just because of Ryu's fame, but because it highlights the very human reality that even our most cherished public figures are not immune to life's most difficult trials. André Rieu has long been a symbol of joy and celebration, often filling stadiums with beautiful music that lifts the soul. To hear that he may now be facing one of life's harshest challenges feels like a collective heartbreak for his supporters. While the exact nature of his diagnosis has not been officially disclosed, speculation and concern have continued to grow, especially after the cancellation of several performances earlier this year. During a tour in Mexico, André reportedly became ill with what was initially described as a severe flu. His son Pierre explained at the time that the illness was intensified by jet lag, high altitude, and the demands of touring. While many hoped this would be a temporary setback, recent emotional exchanges between father and son have fueled fears that the situation may be more serious than originally believed. In the world of entertainment, where the spotlight often hides personal struggles, the visible love and vulnerability shared between André and Pierre Rieu is both moving and rare. Fans have praised Pierre for his strength and devotion, showing not only professional commitment but deep familial love. As André takes time away from the stage to focus on his health, supporters around the world are holding on to hope, sending prayers, and cherishing the music and memories he has given them. Whether this is a temporary farewell or a longer pause, one thing remains certain: André Rieu's legacy is not just about music. It's about heart, family, and the profound impact of a life dedicated to spreading joy.